For more than 15 years, Justin Bieber has been one of the defining voices of global pop culture. From his meteoric rise on YouTube to his chart-topping reign in the streaming era, Bieber has lived nearly his entire adult life under a microscope. But lately, the boy wonder-turned-global superstar has been showing cracks in the perfect pop machine. And in his latest round of live streams on Twitch, the 31-year-old hinted at something that sent fans spiraling. He might be ready to walk away from music altogether. In late October, Bieber launched his verified Twitch channel, stepping into a digital arena that feels both intimate and unforgiving. For hours at a time, he streamed his day-to-day life, basketball games with friends, studio sessions, casual conversations, and long stretches of silence that fans have come to interpret as something deeper: exhaustion. It's not the first time Bieber has flirted with vulnerability in front of millions. His Seasons docuseries in 2020 peeled back the curtain on fame, anxiety, and faith. But this new chapter feels different. It isn't produced, polished, or scripted. This is raw Bieber. No label handlers, no PR filters, no Belieber marketing agenda. In one session, the Canadian singer could be seen sitting behind the mixing board, hoodie pulled over his head, muttering softly about the direction of a new song. "I don't even know if I want to do this anymore," he said quietly, almost as if he didn't realize his mic was on. Within minutes, clips of the moment went viral across X, formerly Twitter, and TikTok, sparking headlines that Justin Bieber might be quitting music for good. The livestream was supposed to be a showcase of creativity, a chance to let fans into his process. Instead, it turned into a therapy session broadcast to millions. During one of his later Twitch streams, Bieber opened up to his viewers about what it feels like to perform for an audience he can't see. Going on Twitch is vulnerable as hell because people who just feel shitty about themselves project and then they write mean-ass things, he confessed. "It's already hard enough to put yourself out there and then you gotta read all this." It's a startlingly honest moment from one of the most famous men on earth. For all the success, Grammy wins, sold-out tours, billion-stream hits, Bieber still carries the invisible weight of every insult, every rumor, every piece of digital hate that's followed him since his teenage years. The camera doesn't just capture Bieber's talent now, it captures his fatigue. His laughter feels quieter. His words linger a little longer before he speaks. And when he talks about finding the right vibe, it sounds less like an artistic decision and more like a man searching for peace in a career that's been both his blessing and his burden. To understand Bieber's current headspace, it's worth remembering the machine that built him. At 15, he was already an international sensation. By 18, he was burned out. The headlines that followed, arrests, canceled tours, erratic public appearances, became the dark side of a dream too big for any teenager to carry. For years, Bieber's music mirrored his mental state. Purpose was a cry for redemption. Changes felt like an experiment in adulthood. Justice was his attempt to reconnect with a world that kept moving faster than he could catch up. But behind each album cycle, insiders say, was a growing disillusionment with the industry's grind. He's tired of being a product. One longtime collaborator reportedly told a close friend, "He just wants to make music when he feels like it, not when a label tells him it's time." And now, Twitch has given Bieber exactly that, a space where he can create without deadlines, without executives, without the weight of expectation. But ironically, it might also be the stage where he decides to end his run entirely. When snippets from his live stream circulated online, fans immediately reacted with heartbreak. Within hours, the hashtag #ThankYouJustin trended across social media. "If Justin needs to step away, we'll support him forever," one fan wrote. "He gave us his youth, his voice, his soul. He deserves peace." Others weren't ready to let go. "He can't quit now," another user tweeted. "We grew up with him. We are him." Even fellow artists weighed in. Some praised Bieber for being transparent about the pressures of fame, while others admitted they too were struggling with the suffocating expectations of the modern music industry. Livestream culture is dangerous. One producer commented on Instagram, "It blurs the line between art and therapy. People forget these artists are still human beings." Despite his exhaustion, the livestreams have also revealed flashes of brilliance, unfiltered moments of artistry that remind the world why Bieber became a phenomenon in the first place. On the 4th day of streaming, viewers watched him build a melody from scratch. He freestyled harmonies, adjusted tones, and chased the perfect phrase. It was hypnotic. The song, unnamed and unfinished, had all the makings of another hit. Smooth vocals, introspective lyrics, that familiar Bieber mix of melancholy and hope. But after finishing the take, he leaned back, sighed, and said something that struck a chord with every fan watching. "Sometimes I wonder what it's all for." That single line reignited debate about whether Bieber's upcoming project, rumored to be his most personal album yet, will ever see the light of day. Some speculate he's planning one final release before taking an extended hiatus. Others believe he's preparing for a permanent exit, trading chart battles for peace of mind. Bieber's dilemma is part of a larger trend. Live streaming, once a casual outlet, has now become a new frontier of celebrity exposure. Artists are expected not only to release music, but to perform their private lives in real time, for engagement, for authenticity, for relevance. But as Bieber's candid admissions show, this constant visibility can be corrosive. There's no filter for exhaustion, no auto-tune for anxiety. "It's weird," he said during one stream. "I love connecting with people, but it's also scary when you realize everyone's watching you just to see if you'll break." In a way, Bieber's Twitch era is a mirror held up to modern fame itself, where connection comes at the cost of privacy and creativity becomes content. Off-camera, sources close to the couple say Hailey Bieber has been both supportive and concerned. The two have weathered years of speculation about their marriage, but those close to them claim Hailey has been urging Justin to take a real break. Not a label break or a creative hiatus, but a real one. "She wants him to heal," said one insider. "He's been working since he was 13. He's never known a normal life." Hailey's appearances on his Twitch streams have been rare, but her absence speaks volumes. In this phase of Justin's journey, he seems to be rediscovering who he is outside of their shared spotlight. And maybe, for the first time, he's considering what life might look like without music defining him. If Justin Bieber does step away, it wouldn't be the first time a global superstar has done so. Icons like Adele, Rihanna, and Frank Ocean have all taken extended breaks, prioritizing personal peace over public pressure. But Bieber's case feels different. It's less about rest and more about release. The man who once sold out stadiums and broke YouTube records now seems most at peace sitting in a dimly lit studio, lost in the sound of his own voice, not for an audience, but for himself. In one of his final October streams, he looked directly into the camera and said softly, "I just want to feel like a person again." Those 10 words echoed across millions of screens. A confession, a cry for help, and perhaps a farewell all at once. If this truly is the beginning of the end for Justin Bieber's musical career, he leaves behind one of the most complex legacies in modern pop history. A kid who changed the definition of fame, a man who grew up faster than anyone should have to, and an artist who spent half his life trying to balance faith, fame, and freedom. Whether he comes back with another album or fades quietly into private life, Justin Bieber's story remains one of reinvention, from boy to man, from idol to human being. For now, the cameras are still rolling, the streams are still live, the fans are still watching. But maybe, just maybe, Justin Bieber is finally learning that silence can be its own kind of music. If Bieber does walk away, he won't be quitting music, he'll be reclaiming it. And for a man who's given the world every note, every emotion, and every piece of himself, maybe that's the most beautiful encore of all.